Good morning, everybody. Welcome to, we're in Somerset in the UK, at a place called Clevedon. And I am in the car. Whilst I've been making videos, I haven't been making them for my main channel. I film as a cameraman and edit my wife's videos. And for me, that's easier. All I'm doing is holding the camera and doing the editing, so that's fairly cool. So what I have to do really is find the time to go out on my own for the day. And because of all that's going on at the moment, we're still trying to sell the van. I saw yesterday we had so many plans to do things, and our day basically spanned up like this to show the van off to different various people. And then by the time I got back, it was time for dinner. So we then went to a restaurant, and unlike in Malaysia, I'm not filming these interactions because again I'm with my wife and we're there to be together, so sorry, but we're not filming. The other thing is, of course, no one's really watching my vlog at the moment. The fact is, my wife's got 600 subscribers and is getting twice as many views as I'm getting at the moment. I'm lucky to get 100 views on my vlogs. I think I'm doing actually some of the vlogs. I'm going to say I think some of my vlogs are quite good. I've always felt some of my vlogs are quite good. Some of them are terrible. I think that's the problem. Consistency. Also, really, I'm not showing people anything, am I, at the moment? Let's be totally honest. I'm not showing anybody anything. I've got nothing to say. I'm an old boring fart. So, plans, I suppose, is where we are, isn't it? Latest iteration of plans. Bloody hell. Going back to Malaysia, hopefully September. And then the plan really is that we are not going to be aiming to be heading back to England again, ever. I mean, ideally I would do a 3 months in somewhere like Malaysia and then 3 months somewhere like Thailand, and then sort of go back to Malaysia and then go back to Thailand, but that would kind of almost involve having two homes. So we'll do 3 months in one and then our daughter does 3 months in the same place and then we switch. It isn't really going to work, I don't think. So no real ideas. So when I get back, exploring is on the agenda. As much as I want to explore, I will explore being explored in Malaysia. That's our main thing. I do need to explore places whereby we can also potentially look for a longer term home without hassle. So I suppose we're looking now Philippines, Indonesia, Sri Lanka looks kind of interesting as well. I don't know how long you can stay in Sri Lanka for. So yeah, we're just, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Absolutely amazing weather for the last 2 weeks at least. Like reaching 27 degrees, high 27, 28, which is, a cool day in Malaysia, but wow, in England, the heat's different in England, there's something about it. I mean, the great things for me are the fact, like at, say, 5 a.m. it's light in summer. It doesn't get dark till like 9:30 at night. That, if we don't get that in Malaysia, it's like it's light at the same time, it's dark at the same time all year round. Obviously we're on the equator. So this is one of the things that I do miss. But there were lots of things like Malaysia I just like. And it's that kind of balance next, isn't it? What's like great England, what's like great Malaysia, why is one better than the other? I think the most important one for me is simply the fact that you have to live in a country, you have to live in a place. And I think, like, realistically, all the joy can be taken out of the place by the people. The people of Malaysia overall are welcoming, friendly, peaceful. I don't And I know that there are problems, there's always problems. But compared to the UK, I mean, I walk around parts of the UK and me and my wife just shake our heads and look at each other and think, how did it all go so wrong? There are just so many people who are... We were walking in a place called Portishead yesterday, and there's this gang of kids, and okay, kids are kids, there's this gang of kids in the street, and it's just like, they're only probably 14 years old, but there's just that kind of feeling of a menace as a gang of kids are sort of hanging around and you know, spitting on the floor and vaping and whatever. And then 2 minutes later, walking down the street, and this guy who's either drunk or out of his head on drugs starts sort of walking alongside us and talking complete utter nonsense. You can't just sort of, you know. So those are the kind of things, and it's a regular occurrence in the UK, you know. And I mean, if I smoked still, I thought when we left the UK 15 years ago, or 16 years ago, I thought that smoking was like definitely on the down. Now apparently smoking is still going very strong. Vaping is just absolutely everywhere. And I was reading a story yesterday that like primary school age children, which is up to 10 years old, they go to hospital because of breathing difficulties from vaping. I mean, what are they doing vaping in primary school? The vapes in England are out of control. You know, I don't know if it's still the situation, but I remember when vaping started happening in Malaysia that the Sultan of Johor basically banned vape shops. I kind of see him sneaking back after I left, but I don't know what the situation is or not. But in England, you're in every newsagent, every sort of little shop, and there's all these little coloured vapes, like the which are reusable ones, and then there's throwaway ones, which are sort of all different colours and all those sweet flavours. And apparently the shopkeepers are like giving them to kids, like drug dealers, like, you know, try one, have one for free. How can that be allowed? Fucking hell. I like Starbucks. I know a lot of people think, oh, even in Malaysia, my fellow travellers like snobby about Starbucks. I'm not. Starbucks and Costa Coffee for me are brilliant. Things you know. Starbucks and Costa Coffee, if you go to them, you can get consistently good coffee, consistently good Wi-Fi. As a traveller, good Wi-Fi is an important thing, obviously. You know, if you want to upload videos, where I'm staying with our friends in Devon, if I want to upload a video, it takes me up to 2 days, and it basically means nobody in the house can use the internet, so I don't use it. Obviously, I go out to Costa Coffee where I can load the video up in like less than an hour. While enjoying a good cup of coffee. And that's the same if I go to Kuala Lumpur, if I go to Johor. Starbucks is always the same quality. You know. I'm on a super diet at the moment. I don't think I'll lose any weight or anything, but I haven't eaten chocolate for about 3 weeks. No crisps or fries, or no, what do you call them? Chips. No Red Bull drinks or stuff like that. What I'm trying to do is, I guess, like I'm in Starbucks now, normally I'll have a toasted sandwich or a nice cake. I'll cut down on all of those things and trying to eat really one main meal a day and maybe a very small snack. I don't know if I'll lose any weight, but I'm seriously got to get rid of this like pregnant belly. So different day, different place, same video. This is what's known as Marine Lake. Marine Lake is a tidal lake. Beyond it you can see the sea, but where we are in the country, the tide is the second highest rise and fall in the world, I believe. So effectively, when the sea goes out, it goes a long way away. So if you're a seaside resort and you don't have any water to offer people, what you do is you build a marine lake. Now, it's 7:45 in the morning. It's really not warm, as you can see. I'm wearing, and I don't know if you can see, this is like, you know, this camera isn't really built for this, but over there, it's a whole load of people. As I was arriving, people were leaving. this place, people come here, somebody behind me now in the water, people come here, summer, winter, whatever the weather, and they swim in the marine lake. Braver people than me, because believe me, that water isn't like swimming off of Tioman Island. That water is freezing. That water is bloody cold. And that's what they're doing. They're having a good old swim, and you can see something on a sup board as well. Apparently it's really good for your health. I mean, does your heart a lot of good to swim in the colder water and to do it on a daily basis. Not for me. When I was younger, I used to be able to go out of a sauna and straight into a plunge pool, cold plunge pool. But I can't do that stuff. Nah, not now, not now. Okay, my wife's had her checkup. All is good there, apart from the fact that, her pacemaker sticks out rather a lot. Nothing they can do about that. And other than that, we're kind of at that stage now. I need to sell the van still. I'm going to lower the price again today. In the last 4 out of the last 5 days, took my son to a place called the Railway Inn in Sanford, which is the home of Thatcher's Cider. Had a stunningly good meal there. Then we got Chinese takeaway at our Chinese takeaway in Portishead. That's definitely my favourite Chinese takeaway ever I've been to in the world. Then the night after that, we went for well, I say Indian, but a Bangladeshi restaurant where I had the best Indian style food that I've probably had in 8 years. And then we went to the Old Bell Inn at Malmesbury, where I had a most delicious, juicy, medium rare cooked steak that I've had. Yeah, I can't get this kind of thing in Malaysia unless you pay literally an arm and a leg, whereas this cost me about £20. So what's that? 100 ringgit for top quality steak cooked properly. Yeah, Malaysian chefs don't get it. It's I guess you have to pay seriously good money in a hotel or something for an international chef to cook your steak. In Malaysia, it's cheap cuts, cooked badly. Yeah. If you want really good steak, Taiwan. That wagyu they sell in the street markets is just lovely. Yeah, I'm not having a dig at Malaysia. Yes, I am. I mean, Malaysian food. Malaysians love their food, and they get very protective of it. They always say, "Oh, we're better than Singapore. We're better than this, better than that." Food is all about the quality of the content of the produce. And yes, you can bury it in sauces and lather it in, like you do. Everything's covered in sauces. But the reality is, if you're starting with poor quality ingredients to start with, you end up with poor quality food. You're just disguising it. The food I've had in the last 2 days has just been top-notch food. I didn't need to put any sauces at all on the steak. It literally was just juicy, prime, delicious steak. My Bangladeshi food, quality, and the beautiful tiger prawns and beautiful spices, but quality to start with. You can't do it on nasty, mean, weak food. You have to have good quality food. Other than that, you're just kind of like polishing, a turd. Not to say you don't get good food in Malaysia, but all I'm saying is, if you get good food, great food. It's the difference. I don't know. I'm just having I feel like ranting. Ranty rant. That's all I do.